Today we are going to discuss more about Venn diagrams. So one by one we'll discuss each concept related to Venn diagram. So let if A equal to 1, 2, 3, B equal to 3, 4, 5 and universal is 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Then show A union B and A intersection B with the help of Venn diagram. So I'm going to show you both the ways. I'm going to show you in roster form also, and I'm going to show through Venn diagram also. You see A intersection A union B. A union B is you write all elements of A first, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll write all the elements of B, but they should not be in this set again. So this is 4 and 5. But how I can show this on Venn diagram? So Venn diagram is very important concept to understand. So make this rectangular box, and has to be made rectangular box. This is standard notations that we use. So this is universal, and A, you see I'm going to mark this as A. A is 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, let's say 1, 2, and this is 3. And this B is 3, 4, 5. So this is 3, 4, 5. So this is now B defined. So if I ask you to find or you shade the area of A union B, then you can shade the area. I'm using some different color so that you can understand the difference, and see from outside of this outside of all these circular area there will be 0.6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So these all numbers are coming into the universal set, in the universal set, and A and B are, you can see that they are defined this way. So A union B, if I ask you to how to shade this, shade A union B, then I can do like this. This is A union B. Okay, so this is how you can define this through the Venn diagram. Now come to A intersection B. So A intersection B, you see A intersection B means all the points which are common in both A and B. So A common points are here, that 3 only. So if I want to show this through Venn diagram, then Venn diagram it can be shown. This is A, this is B, this is A, this is B, this is 3, this is 1, 2, this is 4, 5, and remaining are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are outside of these circulars. So A intersection B. So which area will be A intersection B? This is your A intersection B. I'm using this different color so that you can understand it. So this shaded area is called A intersection B, and this shaded area is called A union B. So from these two figures we can conclude some very important things, and that you can note down also in some separate paper. But you see when I'm finding A union B, what's happening exactly? So you see when I'm shading A first, then A is completely shaded once. When I'm shading B, then B is again shaded once. So once this common portion which is A intersection B has been shaded twice, and you know that A intersection whatever the elements are cannot be written twice in this set. So how to discuss this and how to solve this issue? See, I'm going to derive a very important formula for N union B. And A union B means number of elements in A union B. So I'm writing this with this color, N A union B. So N A union B means number of elements in A union B is number of elements in A plus number of elements in B. But you see yourself whether this is right or wrong. If I say number of elements in A there are 3, and number of elements in B there are 3 more elements, 3. So it means number of elements in A is 3, this number of elements B in 3. So it means this right hand side become 6, and number of elements in A union B, you see, this is 1 2 3 4 5. So this is 5. So this 5 cannot be equal to 6. So you should understand that why this difference is coming. This difference is coming because we are counting 3 twice. Here I have counted 3 once, and here I have again counted 3. So it means 3 has been counted twice. So I have to count it only once. One time you have to subtract it. So what that 3 represent here in that intersection form, I can write this n A intersection B. So this is very very important formula and going to help us in doing exercise 1.6. The complete exercises depend on this formula, and I have shown you how this formula is true. So there is no need to mug up. You just understand why this formula is come. I am again just explaining you. Number of elements in A union B equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus n A intersection B, because I am subtracting n A intersection B once, because I have counted that area twice. So one time it has to be subtracted. So this is very very important formula for the set theory. And moreover, important thing is that how you have derived it. You first should have understood what A union B is here in Venn diagram and what A intersection B is here in Venn diagram. Okay, now my next question, if I ask you what is the A only means here in this figure, what A only means, what are the elements that you can take in A only? So there are 1 and 2. So this is A only, and if I want to use some different color to show which area it is, then I can show this A only with this shaded area, like I'm using this color, different one. So A only can also be can be shown on the Venn diagram this way, that this part is your A only, and similarly your B only will be 4 5. So 4 5, I am using this black color, so you can see this one, this area in which 4 and 5 are written. This is the area which we say this is this. I'll use this some black color. So this is your B only area, and this B area only can be shown on the Venn diagram with the help of this. So this is very very important to understand all the concept. This part is called A only, this part is called B only, and this part is called this is A intersection B, and I can write this also. This portion is B only, and we'll use this color. This is A only, and now last thing is left. So what is this area which is not coming in any of the circle? So which area is this? What we can say this area. So unshaded area is actually universal, and you are doing minus all A union B. So complete universal area may say you are subtracting that A union B, this circular part you are subtracting. So whatever is left is called universal minus A union B. This minus concept will now discuss again in with some more examples and with Venn diagram also. Now take this difference of two sets. So if A is 1 2 3 4 5 and B is 3 4 5 6 7, so A minus B means I'm first going to define this, and after this I'll calculate it for you. That A minus B means x belongs to A, but x not belongs to B. So it means that you can take all element of x, but condition is that they should not be in B. So for example, 1 I can take in this A minus B because 1 is not in B. Next I can take 2 also because 2 is in A but 2 is not in B. 3, but 3 I cannot take because 3 is in A but 3 is also in B. Cannot take. 4 I cannot take. 5 I cannot take. So A minus B will have only 1 2. Now next one is B minus A. So B minus A, it is how B minus A means all the elements which are belongs to B but not belongs to A. Here I can write that x belongs to B but x not belongs to A. So now we have defined B minus A. You write all the elements. You see that 3 is in B but it is also in A. So I cannot write 3. 4 I cannot write. 5 I cannot write because they are belonging to B but they are also belonging to A. So here the elements will be 6 comma 7. So you understand that basic one difference of two sets. Now A minus B I want to show on the Venn diagram. So let's take this is a Venn diagram and this is A and this is B. So I'm marking this A, this is B, this is universal. So A, the elements of A are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and you can see that 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 they are coming in this intersection part. So this is 1 comma 2, this is 6 comma 7. So can somebody just think of what A minus B will be on the Venn diagram? So A minus B on the Venn diagram will be this actually A minus B. You see very clearly that it means A only. A only means this is the part that I'm using shading it. So this is your A only, or that means A minus B. And now B minus A. B minus A means B only. B only means that area, this area with this color is your B only. So remember these very important concept which will be see the usage in next coming questions. Now we are going to discuss this distributive law with the help of Venn diagram, and that is very important question. You can see this is there also in NCERT, but now we are going to show you step by step. So you see there LHS, in LHS we have two parts. First part is B union C and second part is A. So now we will first we'll take B union C. So we'll take B union C, and remember one thing, that in all these examples I'm assuming that A, B, C are joint sets, means they are joined with some, means there are some common elements in all the intersection. A intersection B means they have some common element, A intersection C has some more common elements, and all the cases we cannot discuss this now. So we are taking this particular case, and you can explain that way also, that A, B, C are joint sets. So this is, I'm taking B, let's say this is this is A, this is my B, and this is my C. This is B, this is C, and this is A, and this is my universal. So I'm using this color to show my B union C. I'm writing here also B union C I am representing. So you can see yourself that B union C is and if it is asked in the exam, then you have to answer this way only, that B union C is this shaded area. Now take with A intersection B union C you take. So I'm now making the different other Venn diagram, because this has to be done in two steps. LHS part has to be solved in two steps. So this is universal, this is A, this is B, and this is C. So A intersection B union C. Now this is your A, this is your B, this is your C, and now you are going to take A intersection B union C. See, so it means that B union C, this is the, you can see that is defined, this is shaded by this color. Now A intersection B means this area, which area is this area is common to A. You can see this much area is common to A and this B union C. So this is the shaded part which is the answer of your left hand side. So left hand side answer is this final. Now come to right hand side. So right hand side is in two steps, and third step will be showing the union of A intersection B and A intersection C. So one by one we'll do this. So first we'll take draw this Venn diagram in which I'm taking A, this is B, this is C. So this is A, this is B, this is C. So first you show A intersection B. So A intersection B, I'm using this color. So A intersection B is this area. And now next you take, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is universal, this is universal. So now we are going to represent this A intersection C. So A intersection C, you see that area is this area. Now step number that in RHS there are 3 steps. So final step will be in which I'll take the union of these two. So A intersection B union A intersection C. This is Venn diagram. This is A, this is B, this is C. So now you decide if you add this area and if you add this area, then what will be the union of these two? Means you will add this area and you will add this area. So I'm going to represent this with this color. So this is the area which is coming under A intersection B and coming under A intersection C. I'm taking union in between. So you can see your this LHS, this one, and your this one has come equal. So you can say this LHS equal to RHS, hence verified. So you have verified with the help of Venn diagram. It will be asked in the exam particularly that you verify this with the help of Venn diagram. Let's quickly discuss this exercise 1.4 question number 10 and all the remaining questions which I'm not discussing here. You can see all questions how is to be done. If you know union and intersection, you can do all the rest of the questions. So do at least one part of each of the questions which are before question number 10. Okay, so you see that capital X is ABCD and capital Y is FBDG. You have to find X minus Y. So your X minus Y, according to the definition, that element which belongs to X but not belongs to Y will be here. So A, you see A is here but A is not here, so you take A. B is here but B is also here, you do not take B. C is here but C is not here, you take C. And D is here but D is also here, do not take then C, D also. So your X minus Y is A comma C. Now Y minus X, Y minus X you take F because F is not there in X, and this B is there, do not take. D is there, do not take. Then you can take G. So this is how you can calculate Y minus X. So X intersection Y you solve yourself. Now come to this, state whether each of the following is true, false, or justify your answer. That 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6 are disjoint sets. So disjoint sets means their intersection should be 5. But is there any element which is common? Yes, this is 3 which is common. So it means your intersection is not 5. So if intersection is not 5, we say this is a joint set. So this is false, right? So reason you can explain that intersection is not equal to 5. Come to this 2, 6, 10, 4. This is 3, 7, 11, 15 are disjoints. So you see, check whether any element is common. 2 no, 6 no, 10 no, 14 no. So there is no element common. So we can say this is true because intersection is 5. Okay, now come to this complement of a set. This is a new concept. Complement is how it is defined. Complement cannot be defined until you have been not given the universal set. It is directly connected to universal set, otherwise it has no meaning. Otherwise A complement means universal minus A. So universal minus A means you 1 2 3 4 you cannot write, but rest of the element 5 6 7 5 6 you can write, because 5 6 are in the universal but they are not in A. So according to the definition we have shown this. And how I can show A complement on the Venn diagram? So this is, you say this is universal, this is A. So A has 1 2 3 4. So my A complement is this. A complement is 5 comma 6. So means this area outside circle A is your A complement. So I can use color also, that this area is my A complement. This symbol is used for complement. Now this exercise 1.5 question number 4, actually this is the same type of question, but there are some sets given in the roster form. So you try question number 4 yourself. Now in question number 5 I am solving or verifying it with the help of Venn diagram. So my A union B complement. So I'll take my LHS. First I'll draw my Venn diagram. This is universal set, and I'm taking A and B as joint sets, AB. So my A union B complement, you can see that A union B means your this complete sets. This area is my A union B. So A union B complement. So I'm using this color. So whatever the area coming outside of this black one area is your A union B complement. So this way you can show this is A union B complement. So left hand side you shown. Now come to right hand side. Right hand side is you first you take one Venn diagram in which we'll mention A B, and will A complement we will take first. So A complement, to take A complement first we take, this is A, this is A. So A complement means all area except this A is your A complement. And B complement will again draw one Venn diagram. Universal, this is universal, this is universal. So this is A, this is B. So A, this is B, and now B I'm taking this with black color, and I have to write B complement. So you see that whatever area you subtract from this universal, this black color, whatever is left is your B complement. So this is your B complement. Now I am making this final Venn diagram in which you have to show, this is universal, you have to show A complement intersection B complement. So now you see yourself, this is A, this is B, then which area, this blue color, you this color you see, this color you see, and what is the common that is coming out. You just take your time to figure out. You have to see that this A complement and this B complement, what is common. So you will find that this is your common in which, in both A complement and B complement. So you can see that your LHS and RHS, they are showing the same area. So you can say LHS equal to RHS. So this way you have shown how this property, how this law is true, and that is very very important rule. Remember this also as a formula, that A union B complement equal to A intersection A complement intersection B complement. Now this I am giving you as a homework, that A intersection B whole complement, you have to show this is A complement union B complement. You proceed as I have proceeded in question number 5 first part. Okay, so please now you, if you want to comment something or you want to some more explanation, so write in the comment section. We'll see and we'll work accordingly.